Okay, so this is the rest of the reading. I'm gonna have to figure out how to mash these two together. But let's finish with what card they have for getting us stuff out of here, if at all. Because 3 times the charm. Like, okay, look, y'all see it firsthand. There we go. And something about on the third try, like that's when they want to act right. I'm gonna make sure there's, yeah, there we go. And this card came out before. They got a lot to say, y'all. Okay, we gonna take it one step at a time. Boop, 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 in that order. Okay, boom. What better way to create and have a creative say-so when it comes to leadership and change? Where is this at? There we go. 38, sex magic. Okay? Sex magic. It's not what the fuck they make it out to be in these movies, okay? So do with that what you will. And, you know, changing our mindset when it comes to a lot of different things. That's definitely a going trend that's going on right now. And so people are being a little bit more open-minded as to how they view certain things as well. So it says, I draw on my body with the invisible blade carved with the bliss of lustrous teeth. It is in the allure that I meet the bond and flesh. Okay, now sometimes they be getting a little, I call these my Shakespearean cards. Because sometimes I'll read that and people just be like, what is you talking about? Like, make it make sense. Okay. Okay. But this card is all about the uninhibited. So let me read it for y'all. Among many cultures and for many years, women have been forced to deny their sexuality either through objectification or by the patriarchal system attempting to limit their sexual gratification. Women who did feel free to express their sexuality were judged and exiled, and many were labeled witches. Okay. My bad, y'all. Okay. Women who did feel free to express their sexuality were judged and exiled, and many were labeled as witches, as though that was a dirty word. Witches are often thought to be lustful women who give themselves up to the devil. This imagery is rooted in some truth, for sex magic is a real and useful tool, although it has nothing to do with evil. Also, witches are certainly liberated, okay? Be they male or female. Sex magic simply harnesses the creative energy of passion and the restorative energy of orgasm as a way to power your deepest desires, okay? I'm just gonna put that out there. Especially if you are in consent with another person and you guys are being intimate and you guys are both focusing on the things that you want to either collaborate on or things that you want to just simply manifest and do. Like, that's a good time to be thinking about that stuff while getting pleasurable. I'm just saying. Consider this your initiation. You are being guided to disinhibit your spirit so you may move forward in a natural and authentic way. Those who don't understand your freedom are limited by their own self-consciousness and social constraints. Okay, simple as that. And what better way, especially when this change card came out about that? Maybe that is what somebody has been really battling with softening their armor, okay? Is being more explorative or just more expressive of your sexuality and what that may look like for you, but you're so caught up in how it may look on the outside, and that's where they're telling you like, hey, take more leadership over, this is your life. Simple as that. Now, I'm pretty sure these other cards are going to have somebody else that I'm completely talking to. But for the sake of this card, this is just somebody really embracing more of who they are, you know, like organically. Okay? Like, yeah. All right. So, yeah, you are being guided to disinhibit your spirit so you may move forward in a natural and authentic way. Those who do not understand your freedom are limited to their own self-conscious and social constraints. I had to reread that over before because a lot of times we be sitting over here so worried about what other people think, whether we say we don't give a fuck or not, but behind closed doors or subconsciously or whatever, we be caring about what people think for real. Let's keep it a three bean salad. I'm not here to play with y'all. And with that being said and done, that can affect us even little by little over time. Even if you faking it on the outside or whatever, it's like eventually it's like, and nobody's here to judge you. Like, we get it. So maybe this is somebody even coming out with their sexuality. Okay, maybe you like girls. Okay, maybe you're a girl who likes girls. Hey, look, if that's your thing, okay, get to it. Likewise, those who do not support you in acting upon your desires are lashing out for fear of not fulfilling their own. Okay, so you being a trailblazer of even getting to a certain level of peace and making those changes for yourself or whatever, you have no clue how there's been so many different times where people do not know how they are inspiring others by simply being just themselves. Just that alone, you living in your truth and you being fully expressive of who you are, the ins, the outs, the good, the bad, the ugly. You got to balance with this shit or whatever. You know who you are and you are peaceful with that. That inspires others to do the same. Simple as that. Okay, like whoever I'm speaking to, like you doing that, and the more people do basically be more authentic and be more organic about themselves, the more that we are doing that, relationships will be better because there's no fluff, there's no BS in between. Everybody is well aware of who and how we get down. Okay, it just makes things easier. It makes your life easier. Okay, because you ain't got to what you sugarcoating anything for. Like, you go ahead. If this whoever I'm speaking to, like, do your shit. Don't piss me off. Okay, don't let yourself down by tricking yourself out your own spot, as people would like to say. Okay, because you're not showing up for yourself when you constantly conflicted. Okay, still putting the armor up like you got to be a certain something that you know that you're not. Simple as that. Okay, anyway, it says their lack of freedom attempts to box you in because they are not ready to receive such a gift for themselves. Sad as it may be, their lack of enlightenment is not a reason to keep your soul bound in solidarity. If you find yourself among those who do not support your passion, now may be a time to sex. Ooh, okay, mate. Now might be a time for y'all to go ahead and get to it with this card. Because that is not what these words said. Let me repeat. Okay. It's not what it said. Anyway, if you found yourself among those who do not support your passion, now may be a time to self-exile and seek more illuminated and open-minded relationships. Okay, so literally, whoever I'm speaking to, like, the changes and how you're elevating your energy, just all the things that we done talked about, right? At the end of the day, this is about you just being your authentic self and whatever that may look like for you. Simple as that. That's what it is in a nutshell. But if somebody has been really feeling like, they would be better with being with the same sex or whatever, I feel like I'm talking to more of my females or whatever, but even the men too. Shit, it's just because there's ladies on this card. Don't get it twisted. You don't have to protect yourself and defend yourselves in the way that you once used to. I'll even say this or whatever, especially if this is for my same sex folks. Times have changed. Okay, times have changed. It's a lot more easier for now to be liberated in that fashion than even 5 years ago. Okay, like, it's a lot more accepting. Okay, people are doing a lot more research and really getting a better understanding as to why, how, and when it comes to that. Okay, for that community, like, yeah, you could pop out and do your shit. Okay, and you're gonna have a loving community behind it that is gonna love you just as well as you love yourself. Okay, so why not? And that's what I have for is that card. Now, for the next people, because I feel like these is 3 different people they got me speaking for, but they could all go together. So let's just see. Next card is 35. Okay, Sacred Waters. It says drunken by. Let me make sure y'all can y'all see that? Let me see. Let me make sure y'all can read along with me. Boop. is that? Attracting stupid. Okay, whatever. I'll read it. Y'all can see the big words. It says, drunken by the swell of the sea, I can feel the blanket of her embrace. Unafraid of the presence releasing the cords, I call her in. I call her deeply within. And this card came out a couple of times. Not only is it about healing and just healing yourself, because this is a lot of healing going on in these cards too. You have to heal this part of you, whether if this is your personal, your heart chakra, okay, that you are healing specifically when it comes to different chakras or whatnot. Some of it can be even the sacral chakra, because there's a lot of different like oranges. It could be the solar. We got some yellow in here. It could also be your root chakra, because we see red in the cards too, okay? But with the sacred waters, oh, I'm just getting tongue-tied today, but there's a reason for that, okay? Because whoever I'm speaking to, aware, that may be something that you are working through, speaking up and speaking more for yourself, and being clear in your communication. Okay, so there's that. But yes, with this Sacred Waters card, it's all about healing. It's all about healing yourself in the different ways to cleanse and heal yourself when it comes to water. Okay, literally, that's what this card is all about. So I'm gonna read it for y'all because it needs to be read. So yeah, this card comes to your reading when you're ready to heal wounds that have troubled you for many moons. Okay, for many moons, because this has been a long process. And that's the reason why I said in the beginning about the change. I'm like, change is infinite and constant, but it is something that, you know, every single time a change does come, especially if it's one that's unexpected, you weren't necessarily prepared for, or we're ready for a lot of times, right? It takes us a little bit longer to adjust. So okay, yes, perhaps lingering pains from things lost, or the weight of the past that creeps up to haunt you at night, okay? And that definitely came out with this card, letting shit go, okay? Living too far in the fucking past. Too far in the past. Like, you on the other deep end of the ocean. And it's like, look, when you get done with all you wish you could have changed, or you wish you should have did this, or you could have did that, like, we all done been there, okay? And I'm going to keep saying that because it needs to be said. It needs to be said. We all have been there, okay? Yes, so pulling the Sacred Waters card is a sign that you will soon be renewed, and your soul will release the cords that have bound you to hurtful memories in the past, or of the old. You may not know what needs to be healed. You could be carrying baggage that isn't immediately present in your consciousness, but the effects of such healing will become evident in the changes happening around you. Do not question the blessings coming into your life. They are here because you are slowly learning to wash away the blocks that have previously prevented such abundance, okay? And that's where that balance comes in, because once you are this peaceful with this inner peace card, I'll just be pulling these up. Hold on. With this inner peace card, getting here, it's like, it don't matter what changes happen. It don't matter what abundance come, what anything, okay? You're so cool, calm, collected, and comfortable and peaceful within yourself. It's just like you're accepting of all things, basically. And I love that, okay? That's a good energy to be in. It's like you literally, like, it don't matter how life tends to sway or bring you, either way, you just like, it's gonna work out regardless. But not in a delusional way. It's like you've done the internal work where it's like, I'm really good with me, and whatever choose to present itself, how I present itself, I'm accepting of that, whatever that is. Okay? Sacred Waters reminds you to be gentle with yourself. Okay? Be gentle with yourself. I tell people this all the time. Constant reminder. If that was a confirmation, okay, you being very hard on yourself, maybe looking too far in the past about wishing that you could have changed certain things or whatever, and it's like, what's done is done, babes. What's done is done, okay? Focus on healing. But yes, be gentle with yourself over the next upcoming weeks. Difficult emotions or painful memories may surface, but this is your spirit bringing them to your awareness so that they can be healed for good. So you can really live in this, basically, okay? Really live in this. If you do experience painful memories, allow them to wash over you, okay? Don't try to overcome what you feel or allow yourself to feel guilty for what you're feeling. Simply experience the wave, allowing it to pass at its leisure. And that's okay, because this definitely need to be talked about. You can't whoever, some people is a control freak, okay? I don't know who I'm speaking to, but some people are control freaks. It need to be said. You can't control you go how you gonna heal. Excuse me, I had to burp. Excuse me, y'all. You can't control how you gonna heal and how much time it's gonna take you to heal and all this, that, and the third. Cause some of it I'm only laughing because even in this energy, it's like whoever this is, they like slowly unbuttoning and loosening up, but then at any moment she only got it pulled down halfway because she ready to zip that bitch back up in a heartbeat in a second if she have to. Which is like, ma'am, do you trust yourself? Like, come on now, what's going on? But yeah, just trying to overly control the narrative when it comes to your life. And some things you honestly just gotta let flow with these sacred waters. Like, look, if you feeling these emotions, even these emotions, okay, like this stuff takes time. I could be speaking to somebody that had like a really, a really intense breakup, maybe if it was recent or maybe even in the past or whatever. And some people or whatever do take longer to, I don't want to say get over, but processing the whole situation as a whole. That's what I'm gonna say. And I like the fact that they say that grief often hides in the story of what didn't happen, because a lot of more of the grieving that what you are doing is you're so fixated, whoever I'm speaking to, you too fixated on really how, not necessarily how things went, but how you had in your mind how things should have went or could have went, or kind of like that. And it's like you getting lost in hypotheticals when it's like, just focus on the task at hand, which is most importantly, which is yourself. Focus on you, okay? Because we trying to get you here, and you can't. But it takes time, which is why they say be gentle with yourself. You might be cool today, but tomorrow you just want to cry all day. Guess what? That's okay too. At least you're going through the organic different levels of grieving. A lot of different people or whatever, especially in this society in today's times, depending on where you at in the world, like there's still a certain level of extra hustle and bustle and speed to this current life that we live that honestly is not healthy. Okay, let's just talk about it for a second. It's not healthy. And so, whether if that's you making yourself go to work knowing that you really didn't want to go in today or whatever because you just sad. You just sad, and you know that you just want to more people need hugs. That's what I'm gonna say. A lot more people need hugs. If you ever catch me outside, ask me for a hug, I'm gonna give you one. I'm a hugger. And don't try nothing extra or whatever, okay? Because we ain't got time for none of that. But yes, I am a hugger. More love. If y'all didn't notice anything else from the monks walking, was peace and love. But the peace and the love both comes from within. You gotta love yourself, and you gotta have peace within yourself. Everything was promoting self. Hopefully y'all caught that. Anyway, so that's another person that I'm speaking to, or all of this literally can go into conjunction with the sex magic card and whoever I'm speaking to about really just letting their armor go because it's not serving them right now. Okay, what once used to work don't work no more, so you got to embrace them changes or whatever so that you can move forward. Simple as that. And then lastly we have is the Pegasus card. Okay, I don't know why y'all can't. I don't like that. We was doing so good, and then okay, let me see. Can y'all see that? Boom. I think y'all can. Pegasus card. And not only that, let me stop before I read this. You may also be seeing 333 because each one of these cards start with the letter 3. So you may be seeing 333. So confirmation for somebody there. Pegasus card says, it says, break free, dear one. Spread wide and far, for you aren't containable. You are limitless. Because whoever I'm speaking to has definitely been put in certain mental restraints on yourself. I don't think necessarily it has a lot more to do with the physical or really the outside world. This is more so just your mental and your mind. But don't, hey, again, take what resonates and leave the rest. Because everybody's situation is different. So I'm going to read this one. And then that's going to be that, y'all. That's going to be that. Okay. It says expanding beyond limitations, okay? Expanding beyond limitations. Even your own personal limitations that you put on yourself. Like, think bigger than that. I'm laughing because I know y'all know, like, I was about to outburst or whatever, that man. Y'all know that man that was on the internet, and he was like, think big, you gotta think big. I was trying not to say the other word. But he just like, you gotta think big, bitch. That, like, yes. That, with this Pegasus card. Okay. It says, you are on the cusp of an expansion, and there is limitless potential for where you can go from here. A new journey is upon you, and while you don't know where the journey will lead you, you are willing to take the first step towards what may be one of the most important moments of your life. It doesn't matter if you don't feel ready just yet, as Pegasus is here to catch you as you step off the cliff. You will be guided to the right resources and opportunities, teachers, and companions at just the time when you need them most, okay? And that's the reason why I'm saying, like, once you get done doing all of this about yourself and get into this, everything else is gonna fall like dominoes, okay? Like, you be sitting up there, be like, oh, I need a person for this, I need a person for that. They'll slowly magically just appear in your life. I was just looking for such and such. Boom, here it is. God, ancestors, spirit guides, whoever you choose, as far as a name, fill in the blank, but they'll hand it right over to you. Like, okay, because you're ready now. Simple as that. Not saying that you're not completely ready now, because you ain't. That's exactly what I'm saying. But you working towards getting to that. And most importantly, is not trying to rush the process. And I know in this microwave society, that's hard to fucking do sometimes, okay? It don't matter how patient, and you might be cool with it for a minute, but once it go a little bit longer past your personal limitation that you just set for yourself, but that's part of the process. They saying, hey, even the limit that you thought you put on yourself, go past that. Think bigger than that. Expand that, okay? I'm just saying, okay? Where was I at? Oh, yes. A new journey is upon you, and while you don't know where the journey will lead you, you are willing to take the first step towards what may be one of the most important of your life. Pegasus is here to catch you as you step off of the cliff. Already read that. Okay, there we go. Boom. You will be guided to the right resources, opportunities, teachers, companions, and just in the nick of time when you need them most. Drawing the Pegasus card is your sign that now is the time. Confirmation. Now is the time. Okay? Take off. Take off and take flight with that shit. Okay? Whatever you thought that you needed to be doing. Okay? Stop thinking that shit and just get to it. Don't piss me off. Do not piss me off. I just really love when the energy come through and it's like whoever I'm speaking to, it's like you've been in this energy of contemplation for far too long, baby. Okay, it's time to just take these wings and start flapping with them motherfuckers. Get off the horse and fly. That's all I, okay, I'm done. It says, but do be mindful to approach the journey with an open mind and heart. And that's literally all we've been talking about. Mindset and keeping an open heart space, okay? Because mind you, the very beginning card was, where is that? Because where we on the layer of elevators. This. Elevating your energy, okay? Elevating your energy and softening your armor, aka, I'm going to say opening your heart space, okay? Spread them wings and fly. I mean, seriously. Okay. This is your time to experiment and explore through the eyes of wonder, and you will fall into the arms of things you never thought were possible. Don't overthink things and say yes. Say yes as often as you can. No choice is a mistake, and no experience will be wasted. And I will definitely put my little 2 cents on that, whether y'all care to hear it or not. Hey, it's gonna just be said, right? No choice is a mistake, and no experience will be wasted. And the reason why I say that is because that's also another way where you have to reconstruct or reframe your mindset. Literally, look at every lesson as learning. Simple as that. What can I learn from this? Simple. Okay? Never a waste. Never a waste. Not even a waste of time. It happened at the time it was supposed to happen, for the duration that it was supposed to happen. Be accepting of that, okay? And the reason why I say that is because we are really, when I tell you this collective or whatever, we are really working on unlearning and relearning so much. One of the things that we have to unlearn and relearn is societal standards. We don't give a fuck about that. So what? Okay, it took another person who was on that journey or whatever a little bit less of time to reach a certain peak as opposed to another person. Whoop-de-fucking do. Okay, congratulations. That's good for whoever I'm speaking to. I'm not talking down on either person, but what I'm saying is both of them require respect. Okay, neither one is no better than the other. That's all I'm getting at. Because a lot of people be feeling like, oh, they might look at the next person, and that needs to be said too. Because looking at the next person, don't do that to yourself. Comparison is the thief of all joy. If you ain't heard it before, I'm gonna say it again. Comparison is the thief of all joy, which is the reason why you need to be comfortable with you, with this inner peace card. That's your screenshot, your blueprint. Okay, the next person's screenshot or blueprint of what they choose and how they move when it comes to out here in this world, that's theirs. Simple as that. Okay, Pegasus is also a good sign for marriage or welcoming a new baby, for surely both are new and uncharted adventures. So congratulations. Okay, if somebody's taking flight and finna go ahead and jump that broom, congratulations. Invite me to the what's it called, the reception. I will definitely shake a tail feather on your floor. Anyway, that is what I have for y'all, okay? Expanding beyond limitations, being open to the changes as they come, taking more leadership over your life, keeping your energy elevated, being open, okay? Expanding your desires and getting exactly what the fuck it is that you want. Hell, go ahead and get busy if you got maybe somebody been a little deprived for a while. You might need to go ahead and do what you do best. I'm just gonna put that out there. And letting go of what could have been. This energy was just so revealing, and it was so well rounded. Okay, we had touched bases on the solutions and the non-solutions, but this is what I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much. Again, today is the last day for the sale. And I'm going to say in advance, happy 222. Whatever you choose to do with that, hey, that's upon you. But thank you guys so much for listening. Like, shares, comments, subscribe. Please hype me up when you can. And in the next meeting, we just going to see what come out there too. But bye, y'all. Take care.